What does the new thing do? Not really interested. Oh god, what was that? Oh, I see. That makes sense now. Didn't even see those before. I like the background of the stage. It's nice. I don't even know if it's just the background. I mean, I could probably make that with just, you know, an image editing program, but I just like how it looks like compared to level design, I guess. Yeah, that's probably it. Just like the look of this level compared to the last one. Wait, what did I get that for? Oh, fuck, you can get up there. Oh, you can use it while you're falling, but only sometime. Good to know. Need to get the timing down with that. You can't jump right away. Well, you can, but then you'll just have to jump again, and the first jump will be pretty much pointless. Can't wait the wrong amount of time, or else you'll, like, land on it. I just need to get better at that. Overall. I also have to look through the level again just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Because I don't want to have to look through the entire stage again. Good thing I checked. Oh. It did like an extra little jump when I hit the platform, when I was still holding it. Oh, it has like some weird bunny hop kind of thing where if you let go of space and then start pressing it again in the air, it lets you like immediately bunny hop when you hit the ground again. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's what I get for... There we go. I wonder if that kind of technique will help me deal with the ice platforms. I can't do it when I'm attacking, though. It just takes too much concentration. I'm pressing... Okay, there we go, it worked that time. Oh, you still get experience from stuff that hits the bottom of the screen, or bottom of the level, rather. That's good to know. I don't think there's anything else down here. Otherwise, I would have seen it. Okay, good. Oh right, the exit is up here. I think all the icicles respawn. That's not fun. Oh fuck, I didn't even notice that thing. I see so many snowmen in the background. Oh god, not this thing again. Let's see what's in here. Thought I saw something in the corner for a second, but it was just a background element, I guess. Do the bigger enemies have more health, or are they just bigger? Oh, really? Oh god, really? Damn it. There you go. I hope that's the last chest that I won't run into on like the normal path. I really, really hope that the rest of the coins in the last chest are just in the level, like I'll be able to see them pretty much immediately. Because if I have to search for that last chest again, you know, the mandatory cleanup, as I was about to call it before I got interrupted last time. Okay, good. It is on the normal path. Oh god, what about the last 4 coins, though? I see the end of the level and no coins in sight. Please tell me I just missed him in here or something. For some reason, I forgot that the icicles, like, did that. I know it isn't in here. Okay, it's over here. I really wonder how I missed that. I guess I just jumped from the top platform to the next thing. Without even thinking of going down. You know, it's hard to tell if I'm actually getting better at the game or if I'm just getting lucky sometimes. For example, I dealt with that enemy pretty effortlessly. Would I have gotten hit if I just wasn't lucky or something? And yes, the weird computer thing messed me up then. Not then, I just decided to thread the needle on that one, I guess. I was just like, oh, I'm just just gonna go visit down there. Seems fun. I have to wonder if the bunny hop thing was even intentional or not. Or if it's just a consequence of how the jumping mechanic works. Could be either one, really. Oh boy, whatever that thing is. Damn it! Weirdly enough, it helps me figure out where the hitbox is better if I just try my best to ignore Matt and just look at his shoes. It's weird. C dealt with those enemies effortlessly, but it also could have been luck. I never know. Because I still do a whole ton of stupid stuff, as you've seen. I don't even know if the ice still hit me or if it was the enemy. I just noticed that the thing dropped faster than I did, so... yeah, I don't think those things really matter. Oh god, another barrage of these guys. I would rather deal with any other enemy in the game. To be fair with this game, the ice physics could be a whole lot worse. I've seen ice physics that are a whole lot worse. Actually, that's way easier. Just deal with them like that. Oh god, really? That's how you're playing now? Come on. Reasonably, how could I have avoided that? You know what would be cool? If I could just hold down the attack button to keep attacking. I'm not saying that in like a criticism sort of way, like, oh, this game would be so much better if it had this, but I mean, like, I feel like that would be cool if you could do that. Just something that could make the game better, but not something I'm necessarily upset that the game is lacking. You feel me? Oh, the exit is here. I couldn't even see it because of the color contrast. Or lack thereof. Haha. Didn't even see that guy there. I really should have, but I didn't for some reason. Oh, god damn. Well, that's the end of the level. I'm missing 4 coins. There's 2, and there's the other 2. Level completed. What does the new thing do? It was this thing, I think. Yeah. I wonder, does the magic attack stat affect heal as well? Might, it might not. Okay, now you're just stealing names from other games. I haven't even been really paying attention to the go-away notification. Oh, shit, clicking on it just... Or... What? Hang on, there's footage of that happening, right? Play that again. But yeah, I haven't really been paying attention to the stage names. Oh, they had a timer for future playthroughs. Nice. I like when platformers do that. Yeah, at this point you're just stealing names from other games. Oh, for fuck's sake. Notice that the flashing starts at a percentage of your health. Because I have more health than I did in the beginning as max health for the first couple stages. I'm not sure what this guy's deal is. I'm not sure if the other things are supposed to be orbiting him or if it's like a tail or something. I don't know. Honestly, like, the face that square guy makes perfectly sums up his mechanics. Just the personality that is given off by that face. perfectly matches what he does when you fight him. Hey, it's a tail. Welp. Huh. Watch, I bet that's all the coins and chests in this area. Yeah. I'm starting to notice a pattern with the coins and the chests. If you exit an area and go to the next area, and you have, like, a certain number of chests, and the number of coins is that times 10, then it's probably safe to say that you've gathered all the coins and all the chests that you can up until that point. If you enter, like, a bonus area and don't have that, then that means that the area that you just came from still has some coins. Is that not how I got over there? Okay, so based on that assumption, this is probably the last screen, which, now that I look at the level number, that makes sense, because the areas usually seem to have 3, minus all the bonus screens, I guess. Just noticed that I've been a little bit further away from the mic than normal, so I'm just gonna get close up to the microphone again. So the last chest has to be in here. There it is. So far, my assumption has been proven right. And next is the area's boss. Yeah, no.